It's finally time to reveal which marathon will be my debut race, where I plan to race all out gunning for that sub 3:30 barrier. Now with 5 weeks of solid training, my body has finally retaliated and hit me with 2 weeks sickness. So now I'm gonna have to train even harder if I'm gonna even come close to breaking that time. Today I'm gonna break down my training plan moving forward and give y'all my birthday segment along with the big race reveal. Now, I know a lot of you guys have the question of how was I sick for 2 weeks when I literally ran NXR not that long ago? Well, that's because I actually recorded all those races during Thanksgiving break. And right now it's clearly been a while since Thanksgiving and I just haven't gone around to editing them till later. So that's just why I've had that time to get sick and it wasn't fun. But with finals being over, this is my time to get back into the groove and really just dial in. All right, and what better way than getting back into the groove is than to hit up the Birds Park and just start off with a nice and easy recovery run just to get back into the groove of things. Let's go. Really just one good thing that came about from all this time off from the pavements was that I got a lot of time to really just recover my body and just get rested up. The only issue is that I still feel a lot of pain in my Achilles and stuff, and it's not very good, and I don't know what to do because, you know, I thought this whole time off was supposed to help me, but I guess not. All right, so right now I am 5K in to the 5-mile recovery run. I gotta say, it is miserable running on this loop. It is taking absolutely forever to finish this, and I'm just so tired. That's probably just because I haven't run in a while, but oh my goodness, this is taking forever, bruh. 3 miles feels like a lifetime. All right, so that run went honestly a lot better than I expected. You know, at first there was definitely some pain on the feet, and there's still some, but I did get through 5 miles of, you know, just shuffling, but I'm happy that I at least did 5 miles, right? That's a big milestone in the recovery process, so that's great. But with that all in all, I'm just gonna go back inside, eat some food, recover, get some icing going on, and then we're gonna hit up some holiday scandals because we got some Santa Claus to attend to. All right, so right now I am honestly dreadfully realizing that Christmas is right up my tail. And I say dreadfully, well, that's because I need to get some Christmas gifts for my brothers and I have absolutely no clue where to start, and even the camera's falling over, so we gotta find some place to get some gifts. We got the goods. All right, so we just got everything, and I gotta say, I think it's pretty good. We got this little, I don't even know, and then some golf stuff for my brother, and then, yeah, there was honestly a lot more people than I expected there to be, so I didn't really record as much as I'd like to, but we're gonna hit up Target because there's still some more stuff I'd like to buy, so let's do it. So, as we can already see, we got a lot of stuff from Target, and then I went to a hat store to get a hat for my brother. I got some Legos too, because, you know, Legos is always the best. So, I got gifts for everyone, and now it's just time to go home because I still gotta work out, and then we can call it a day and just get to rapping because it's gonna take a while to do this. Seems like I ended up buying one more thing. Yeah, he's huge, bruh. All right, so we are now back at home base, and today for the workouts, we got layers 2 and 4. So let's get to it. Okay, that one was the worst one. My hips are so weak. Ooh. All right, so we just finished layers 2 and 4. We get all those muscles, and honestly, I gotta say that was really tough, especially the hips. I think the hips is definitely where I'm at the weakest. Abs too was also really hard. I think it's just that exercise, but it was pretty good. Now we just have a 40-minute easy bike ride, and then we're gonna call it a day. You know, everything about this ride so far is very nice, very easy, except for the one thing that my butt hurts a lot. So that sucks a lot. It really messes up how I feel about this ride, but overall, it's going good. Just trying to keep it like zone 1 heart rate, like nothing crazy. It's more just like a very chill, just like easy recovery, just trying to get more out of my body than just running more. But yeah, we gotta finish up. Okay, so that biking went pretty well. Like, it was pretty hard trying to stay in zone 1 at times. Like, there's a lot of hills in the bayou, so I mean, it's pretty hard. But overall, it was pretty good. I am just hungry. I'm just hungry again, so we're gonna go eat some food. So as you can see, my hair is just an absolute mess. Here we got our food. This is arepa with cheese and ham, and this is gonna be so good. And we got some ice to ice up the legs again, because we always got to be icing them because they just do not want to play with me. All right, so to explain what's going on in the training sense, we have a lot to break down. As you can see, there's a lot of things that may confuse you, but I understand this. Starting off with the big thing that you guys may know is the layers. Now, what are the layers? The layers are kind of categorize my workouts. Like, layer 1 is just my tendons for the Achilles, that has some calf raises, eccentric calf raises, my arches, my toes. Like, that's where I do that. Layer 2 is more of like legs. That's my leg workout. Layer 3 is plyometrics. Layer 4 is just back and core. So you just mix that in, you just choose random days, and boom, you have the layer workout. So that's my running and layers. This is the most detailed I've ever done a training structure ever, and I just want to make sure that I just get the best out of my really sensible feet. Like, their durability is just not that high. So I'm trying to do as much as I can outside of that to really just elevate what I can do. And that's where the next big thing comes in, and that's just biking in general. I think biking will just help me so much with just doing more of that aerobic activity. As you can see, I threw in biking almost every single day, and that's just because, you know, doing a 4-mile run is not gonna help me really much with the marathon. But maybe do a 4-mile run along with maybe a 30-minute bike ride, or 40-minute bike ride, or 60-minute bike rides, and then it's just like, that's just like double the engine moving. So that's way better. I'm feeling fresh, I'm feeling great, and I'm just feeling ready to pack some gifts, because honestly, I don't think it should be too much, right? Well, this is gonna be so much fun. All right, so not my best work, but that's 2 down. All right, number 3 done. All right, boom. All right, so here is our massive stack of gifts that we have so far, and all I have left, for today at least, is this guy. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we'll see how. All right, it has been done. Look at this. Woo, baby. Someone's gonna walk into the room and wonder who murdered this corpse. But yeah, this is the bear. I think the entire backside is exposed, but you know what? For what I could do, honestly, that's the best I could do. And I don't want to do anymore. Okay, I'm done. Alright, it's finally that time of the year. It's Christmas Day. As for my plans, my family decided to drive out all the way up to Winberly, Texas, where we had a nice little foresty stay. And honestly, I just enjoyed all the scenery of the running that came with it. Alright, so I think it's about time that I finally reveal which marathon I've been training for. We are over halfway into my training block period for the marathon, and I think it's time to just reveal it, get it out of the way, so you guys know what I'm training for. But before I mention that, Merry Christmas to everyone, because today is the 25th, so it's Christmas Day. As for what I'm doing, I am actually in the middle of the forest because our family is on a bit of like a extravaganza out in, I think, Waco, Texas. So yeah, as for the scenery, it's looking like this. So yeah, it's super nice, but we do have, I think, a 4-mile recovery run to attend to. So let me first hop on that before I mention the race. All right, mile 1, 9:50. We got 3 more left, but I think it's going good. All right, so when deciding which marathon I would do, I needed something that was both super large in scale while also something that was around like 16 weeks away for me to actually train up for it, because Houston Marathon was in like 10 weeks, and I thought, no, that's not enough time to train for it. So I kind of just needed something both huge and enough time for me to train away. Mile 2, 9:45. Everything's going pretty smooth. Listen, as long as there's no pain, then I'm just happy, bruh. Okay, honestly, I don't really remember if I came from that way or I came from that way. So this might be a bit of an issue. I think I went this way. All right, mile 3, 9:39. So definitely a bit faster than I wanted it to be. But overall, still feeling good. And that's when I decided upon the Austin Marathon. Holy moly's, that race huge. It has some crazy elevation too. The crowd is huge, so that race is gonna be crazy, which is why I decided to choose that one as my debut race. All right, here it is. Finally time to buy it. Okay, finally it is time. I'm paying for it right now. I'm paying the $280. And it's in. I just got the confirmation. All right, we're doing this. This is actually happening. This is gonna be insane. Gotta be ready. Right now where I'm at in training, like it's not very good, but hopefully by the time it's race day, we're gonna knock out and beat that sub 3:30 time. All right, mile 4, 9:47, and that's where we're gonna call it a day. Now, what's next is how to really bounce back from these niggles that I have and really just hammer down the training for the marathon, because if I'm gonna do sub 3:30, it's gonna be tough. So I have a half marathon planned, so we got to make sure we're locked in for that. Honestly, as the race gets closer, I'm just buzzing to really just get out there and just put my all-out effort, because it looks crazy. But y'all can follow along on my journey as I'm training up for Austin 2026. And I still have some a bunch of little B races that I have planned in store. So this training block is always gonna be jam-packed with something. So if you're not subscribed and you're not ready to see any of that, then come on. You're gonna wanna see all those races and all those videos, so let's hit that sub. This is Alberto from Road to Marathons, and I will see you guys pounding those pavements next time.